Okay, for Tech Tuesday, you're going to work through an online simulation about the peppered moss. There are four different icons on the website or the simulation. This one shows you the peppered moth life cycle. This one shows you the pollution and peppered moss. This talks about Dr. Kettlewell tests, how he tests natural selection. And this is the fun one, the bird's eye view of natural selection. But before we get to there, we've got to answer a couple of questions about the peppered moths. So we'll start with the peppered moth life cycle. So now I've opened the Google Sheet that your teacher is going to share with you. And up here it tells you to answer the questions in each note below. So there are four notes, and as you click on the box, you will see the section or the icon in which you can find the answer to the question. So this first question, I will find it in the pollution and peppered moth section of the online simulation. And there are four questions here that you need to find the answers to. So that will be your first step. So your goals for today are to discover the natural selection that occurred in the forest in England, and then create a Google Sheet that you share your data with your teacher. And the Google Sheet this time is going to actually have four charts, two of the smooth line charts, which we've done in the past, and two pie charts, one of each for light forest. So this one's light forest, this one's light forest. Now this one says it's in light forest, but I just copied and pasted these to show you that you're going to have four graphs. And your graphs won't look anything like mine, and they should not look the same for both the light forest and the dark forest. All right, when I get to the point where I'm ready to play the online simulation, I'm going to do the bird's eye view of natural selection. I'm going to start with the light forest. And my goal is to take and eat as many of the moss as I can. And hopefully you can do this a little faster than I can. So each game or each trial lasts for 60 seconds. You'll see the timer in the upper left-hand corner. And with your goal with this is to eat as many moss as possible. All right, so you need to eat the ones that are easy to find. If you choose to try to skew the data by eating only the moss that are difficult to see, this will impact your grade. So the goal for this is to run the online simulation and try to simulate what really happened in the forests in England when the Industrial Revolution occurred. If you want to skew the data on purpose, that's fine, but make sure you're doing that at home and not during class time, because your data should simulate what actually happened in the forest. All right, so here I have data that I've entered for my light forest experiment. This is just data that I made up, so don't copy my data. So the next thing I'm going to do is I need to calculate the average for each data set. I could get out a calculator and do that, or find a calculator on my computer, but the easiest way to do that is to use the functions in Google Sheets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my text, and then I'm going to find my function button, and then I'm going to click on average. Gives me a formula you can see in that box, and then I hit enter, and then it automatically calculates my average for me. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Now let's say I have a really long decimal number. In order to get rid of the decimal numbers, I could go over here and I can decrease the decimal places. I can increase the decimal places. So if you have something more than a whole number, then come over here and decrease the decimal places, because yours probably will not have nice round numbers like mine. But we need to make them nice round numbers. All right, so now that I have my data, I need to insert my charts, and I'm going to insert 2 charts. So for the first one, I'm going to do a smooth line chart, and we've done those before. So I'm going to select my text, insert, chart types, and I'm going to click the smooth line chart, and then I'm going to move it out of the way. And then I'm going to insert a pie chart. To insert a pie chart, I'm going to select my text, and then I'm going to insert chart. Then I'm going to resize my charts. I no longer need my data because I can get my data from my charts. So I'll resize my charts and cover my data. So these are my 2 charts for the data for the light forest. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the dark forest. So I have 2 charts for the dark forest. And then when I'm done, I'm going to click Turn In. There's an Edpuzzle that I'm going to watch. And if I have more times, I can do my brain pops. Now, if you've done this real quickly, you're getting really efficient with Google Sheets, you're welcome to earn some extra credit by changing the colors. Notice that Google Sheets defaults to red and blue. If you'd like to change the colors to a purple and a green for extra credit, you're welcome to do that. Make sure you do it on all 4 of your charts. Make sure you get this turned in by today. This is today, the end of Tech Tuesday. This is an easy assessment grade. Make sure you read the rubric carefully. It tells you how you're going to be graded and what you're going to be graded on. Good luck. If you have any questions, make sure you ask your teacher in class. He or she will be happy to help you.